Hi, it's the Disgruntled Monkey, and this is another episode of Get Ranty episode. Yep, somebody thinks highly of himself. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about celebrity worship. Santo oh man, Saturday. Don't really know what that was about. But anyway, in the news recently, Justin Bieber's house was raided. Huzzah! For whatever. Anyway, the Beliebers came out to defend him. Getting behind, Justin Bieber, saying that we're always with him no matter what, and that the being a believer is a lifestyle choice.
Excellent. Bloody excellent, that is. I think I've gone into my South African voice.
Maybe not. Maybe I've offended some South African people out there. Who knows? Not many people watch this, so I doubt that I've offended too many people. Anyway, not only that, but Taylor Swift fans have, been angry at Jennifer Lawrence pulling a face. Anyway, it was at the Golden Globes. Not only that, but Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, apparently they insulted Taylor Swift. And this is a crime punishable by death. But it's not just the Biebers and the the Swifters, whatever. It is like they're, this celebrity worship on the other hand, the people who just love Jennifer Lawrence no matter what. There's something that personally gets me are the Whedonites. I love Joss Whedon. No, that's a lie. I love Joss Whedon, except when I don't. Look, I like Joss Whedon, fair enough, but I think that he has some flaws in his writing style. Look, he's a fun writer, very fun. It's that fun that made Avengers such a great film. But the man is not God, and some of the Whedonites think that he is. They think that he's infallible. They will defend Dollhouse to the hilt, and yet talk about the flaws, but try and word it in a way that they're not flaws, like how confusing the Dollhouse is. How there didn't seem to be a focused narrative or something like that. Firefly is a great example. People, because it was so short, people have this really romantic view of Firefly, and yet if you watch it, it's a fun series, don't get me wrong, and the characters are great. Joss Whedon knows one thing, and that's characters. But it's not like the greatest sci-fi show ever made, and yet some people think that it is, and that's why, it got the short end of the stick. There are people who will, moving on to other Stephen Moffat, in Doctor Who, like he can do no wrong, and yet if you watch some of the Doctor Who episodes, they're bad, and this is coming from a fan of Doctor Who from the way back. I mean, I used to watch a lot of the old Doctor Who shows. I'd race home and watch, the first Doctor, the second Doctor. Tom Baker, of course, everyone loves. My personal favourite, Sylvester McCoy, the seventh Doctor, with his companion Ace. I love those episodes. And, I like the new Doctor Who episodes, but sometimes it's like people, they're not perfect. And this is all around about a way of celebrity worship, where people take this celebrity and just try and make them like the personification of perfection, a godlike being to live your life by. And like all, are we going to get religious? Look, religion, that's a discussion, a rabbit hole I really don't want to go down. But celebrity worship is the cult of personality, a religion, basically. And it's really got to stop. I mean, as far as I can see, Justin Bieber is a fucking idiot. He's a complete and utter fucking selfish little shit that I get it that girls find him cute, but what has he done to truly endear these people to him? And that's the thing. See, look, if you want to get into discussion, let's, like, Jesus Christ, the stuff that he did apparently through books, through some historical testimonies, getting away from the religious dogma, get to take away the supernatural stuff and look at more of the humanitarian stuff. I can see why people try to make him something special. But Justin Bieber? I mean, it's not that it truly, it's a outweigh. Justin Bieber is not this huge religious icon, but there are similarities there, and that's the scary thing. And to these young children, to some of the older fans, it's not that people are pissed off at you for liking Justin Bieber, for liking Taylor Swift. Nerds, it's cool to have your love of Joss Whedon, your love of Stephen Moffat, and all this other stuff, but you've got to stop just attacking people for pointing out points. If you want to discuss it, if you want to argue the fact, do some research. But when someone says he's a little brat, we'll take Bieber. He's a little brat for going around graffitiing. He's a little brat for throwing eggs at a house. He's a complete and utter fucking twerp for the stuff that he says that makes himself seem so important. Take that on board. Think, well, why are they saying this? Why, I mean, it's not exactly like it's been hidden. It's not like I'm saying this from a fact. And this is what it comes down to. No one's perfect. No one should be worshipped as much. Especially, look, back to the Jesus Christ thing. I see the things that he did, or at least there are historical texts. There's not just the Bible that says, yeah, there was probably this Jesus fella, and he probably did some really good things. Excellent, but we've got to stop treating the celebrities and as these infallible godlike beings. And you may think, oh, that's hyperbolic, Dan, that's over the top. But seriously, look at Twitter. It's a scary place. And you think, oh, well, that's Twitter. That's people hiding behind the internet, hiding behind their anonymity. I got it right. Second time. Fire! Anyway. No, it's not. Because I've dealt with people like this in real life. I've dealt with people who, oh God, the comic book store that I used to work at. People love their artists. Alan Moore has said some things that are fucking crazy. And yet, you will get people who will defend him. He could come out and say, I believe that every second child should be slaughtered to cut the world population down. And people go, the man, genius. Let's get behind him. Let's kill every second child. Scare him, that. And you look at them and they're not kidding. They're not. There's none of that. Tongue in cheek. No, they are serious because of this cult of celebrity. Because at the end of the day, just think about the people that you're putting stock in. Probably one of the closest people I have to this kind of celebrity worship is Mick Foley, a wrestler. I've read his books. I genuinely think he's a good guy. But if someone was to come to me and say, hey, look what this asshole did, I wouldn't just immediately attack them. I'd say, okay, let's have a look at it. Oh, I see. Okay, well, maybe I should start, not taking everything he says to heart. there's a certain sensibility, a certain reason that you can approach your love of celebrities. Everyone has a love of celebrity. My mum says, oh, I don't know how people can get, so attached to celebrities. Oh, but Princess Diana is a national treasure. Okay. Hey Mum, it's, just start trying to bring reason to, and don't just, BAM! Oh, you're a horrible person for not liking Justin Bieber. Think about what they're saying. Do you truly, if someone does a bad thing, don't just go straight up defend them. Look, ladies, I don't know why I did that, I'm married. But anyway, ladies, it's okay, I think it's still okay to look at Chris Brown and go, he's cute, he's good looking. You get attracted to physical stuff, it's natural. But how can you defend a man who beats women? I would really like a letter from someone who to this day defends Chris Brown, truly describing how they defend that man, how they can still think that, still want to be with him. And I will read it, and I will take it into consideration. But that is, you have to defend it, not just yell, go, oh, you're just a hater. Okay? I want someone to actually try and speak to me, because I don't think you can. Because you're wrapped up in a celebrity worship, you're just going to ignore it. Anyway, that was Get Ranty. It was on celebrity worship. I'll see you next time. Take care.